We'll cover the seating chart feature. The seating chart icon is to the right of the attendance icon here. It looks like a chair. Simply tap that to bring up the seating chart. It is based on a 10 by 10 grid. The default is 2 by 2. To change the size, tap on the size icon, and I'm going to set it by dragging the sliders for 6 rows and 6 columns and 4 rows. And there we have the seats here. So there's a couple ways to do it. You can tap on the refresh icon on the top here, and you can seat students randomly. You can seat them alphabetical by first name, by last name, and then once you have a seating chart set up, you can choose to move every seat forward for students. So if you have them in columns, you can just move each student up. So I'm going to select random at first, and you can see it fills from the first row close to the front of the class and back there. If you want to manually change things, like let's say I don't want Michael and Sven together, you can simply tap one student Michael there, and let's say Jeremy here. And with 2 students at the top of the action bar, the arrows facing different way just switches the seats. So doing that, right now Michael and Sven have changed. You can also simply tap on a student, and again all the actions are at the top here. So selecting one student lets you view student notes and assign a note. I can tap that. Oh, sorry, that shows you the progress report page. Again, this lets you assign a student note if you'd like to. This icon does attendance, and this here will show you the grades that you can change. So the delete icon will remove the student in case I want to place them in a different place, so I can tap a different seat, select the plus student icon, and I can add Sven over there. So very easily you can customize the class that you want. If you also, I am just going to remove every student here. Sorry, tap the face at the top there. You can also design the seating layout. So if I want to hide some seats, let's say that I have students sit in more of a U-shaped, I can remove those seats. And now when I assign seats, it can appear that way. Now, once you have the seating chart the way you want, you can also tap on the overflow icon in settings. You can choose to hide the photos if you don't use photos. Again, if you use photos, you could hide the names. I'm hiding the last name right now so that they take up less space. And you can choose to show attendance and grades as well. So there's a bunch of options here. You can play around with that. All right, there you go. I've hidden the students' photos, and let's also show the last name. So we can do it that way as well. And now simply you can tap on an attendance icon and change the attendance of any student. Again, you can also tap on the assignment and change the assignment. At the top, you can tap on the assignment and switch between your different assignments. As for the attendance, it shows the last or the current day's attendance, which is usually the last attendance added. So it shows you just today's attendance. And again, if you need, if you want to flip your classroom, tap on this icon at the top here, what looks like seats with the bar, and it moves the front of the classroom to the top of the screen. So if you're standing at the back of the classroom, this gives you that view, which makes it easy to see students as well. If you need to select all students, this icon there selects all of them. And again, now you can actually select an attendance, and that will affect every student. So there's ways to do multiple things. So you could easily tap a couple students and assign them a grade or an attendance value that way. Another nice option is you can also call a student at random. So if I tap on the random student icon here, there you go, and you can dismiss that. And basically, students in light blue color here have not been called. So it lets you know which students have been called or not. And again, in the settings icon, it is over there and show students not called in light blue. You can also generate a PDF. If you have a substitute teacher coming, they'll have a layout of the class there with students' photos or names if those are showing. And you can also save a template. So if I like this layout, you have up to 3 layouts. So if you do rearrange your classroom, you can do this once, and then as you switch to different classes here, you can go ahead and load those layouts so that you only really have to design your class once or twice there. All right. So yeah, those are the main settings. The seating class is a powerful way to assign grades and do attendance very quickly in your class. I hope you enjoy it, and feel free to send me any feedback.